Hello everybody, introduction. My name is Sarni Marsalena. I am a student of Public Health Teguh Umar University. Okay, here I will explain about direct cost and indirect cost. The definition of direct cost, or what in the business world is often called direct costs, are costs that can be charged directly to cost object or product. According to Mulyadi 2040, direct costs are costs that occur, which is the sole cost of something being financed. If something that is financed does not exist, then direct costs will not occur. Examples of direct costs are direct material or raw material. Workers who are directly involved in the production process of goods at the factory, advertising, transportation costs, and so on. For example, a company that wants to design a new building needs to hire a project manager to oversee the construction. Project manager's salaries are included in direct costs. Examples of direct costs: the cost of gravel, sand, cement, and wages incurred in the production of concrete. Indirect costs are costs that are difficult to relate and are assigned directly to unit of production and can be accurately traced to cost object. Traceable cost on cost object improve cost estimate accuracy. Indirect costs are costs that cannot be accurately attributed to a specific cost object. These costs include things like advertising and marketing, product depreciation, company inventory, accounting, and payroll. It can also be said that these costs are various costs that are useful for maintaining the entire company and not just the costs associated with making the product. According to Mulyadi 2040, indirect costs are costs that occur not only because of something that is financed. These costs cannot be directly related to the unit produced. Examples of the indirect costs: depreciation costs, insurance, electricity overhead costs, which are future divided into factory overhead costs, selling costs, and general and administrative costs. The basic differences between direct and indirect costs are as follows. 1. Direct costs can be tracked, whereas the indirect costs are not. 2. Direct costs benefit a single product or project. In contrast, indirect costs benefit many products or projects. 3. The total of all direct costs yield prime cost, while the result of all indirect costs is known as incremental costs. 4. Direct costs are further divided into direct material, direct labor, direct costs. On the other hand, indirect costs are divided into production costs, administrative costs, selling and distribution costs. 5. costs that are easily divided into specific cost objects are known as direct costs. Meanwhile, indirect costs are costs that cannot be assigned to a particular cost object. Direct and indirect cost functions. 1. Direct costs are useful in determining the cost of producing goods for one unit or working on a project. Because it only produces one unit, cost can be determined for production is carried on. With this direct cost, the company directly provides a budget for the production of goods or a project. So in addition to determining cost, the function of direct cost is also to determine the company budget, financial record, and company accounting. 2. Will the indirect cost function that is used when the company produces several kinds of goods or several kinds of projects. These indirect costs are due to inference circumstances. With this indirect cost, the company can prepare more budget to produce goods or work on projects. So that when unexpected costs arise, they are ready to continue product or project. In the preparation of the budget, it is also necessary to add this indirect cost because if we don't add it, then it's possible that when there is a condition that requires additional fund, then we can pay it. As a result, production stalled and losses will multiply. So it is necessary to prepare a budget for this indirect cost. Aspect of direct and indirect cost. 1. Meaning. Costs that are easily associated with a cost object are known as direct costs. Indirect costs are defined as costs that cannot be allocated to a specific cost object. 2. Benefits. Direct costs are project specific. Indirect costs are various projects. 3. Aggregate. When all direct costs are taken together, they are known as prime costs. The total of all indirect costs is referred to as fixed costs or on costs. 4. Tracked. Direct costs can be tracked. Indirect costs cannot be tracked. 5. Classification. Direct material, direct labor, direct cost. Indirect material, indirect labor, indirect cost. 6. Direct cost actually divided into certain cost objects, which cannot be assigned to a specific cost object. Next, example of indirect cost. 1. Material cost. 2. Labor wage cost. 3. Equipment cost. Example of indirect cost. 1. Unforeseen expenses. 2. Overhead cost. 3. Profit.